Good morning. Hope everybody's good. I'm good. It's my Friday. Yay. And everybody else is Wednesday. So, yay for me. Ooh, that was a quiet one. A little hot. So, anyways, I slept good. It's 5 a.m. A little past 5 a.m. So, a little bit before my alarm clock. So, that's good. Um, hang on. Yeah, okay. So, I'm just happy it's Friday, man. Feel pretty good. I'm a little sore. Getting a little sore. I got one more day in the gym today. And I'm done doing the weights for the week. And then I take 2 days off from lifting weights. But these 2 days that I take off, I do my cardio. I run. And speaking of running, let me show you my new shoes. I got my new running shoes. Check them out. Super lightweight, camouflage, flat bottoms. Badass, huh? Nice shoes. Really, really light though. And they're breathable material also. So super stoked. Can't wait to try them. So got specific shoes for running now. Those are the same as the ones that I had before, the walking shoes that I liked, except these are camouflage. So that's cool. Amazon does have some good things. I mean, not everything I've got from Amazon has been great, but half the time it's good, half the time it's not. Unfortunately, those were good. So I was in the gym yesterday, and I was doing my thing, and like I'm watching everybody, right, and I kind of like I was thinking, man, this is what's wrong with people these days. This is a problem why people they can't. They're single. There's so many single people right now. Like nobody's hooking up anymore. And I'm thinking, why, man? What the hell? Well, what it is, I think, is people. It's the internet, man. The internet is making it to where people are. We see so much on the internet, and like when it comes to the internet, like most people, they control what they put up on their profiles, right? They only choose the best pictures they got, and then a lot of times they'll doctor them up, they'll beautify them, and they want to project a certain image, right, of themselves. Most people, and so all the other people that are on the internet that see them, we all see each other, only see like the best or like made up doctored pictures, right? Like everybody wants to look good, right? So a lot of the time it's not really like it's real, but it's like you don't see the reality of most people. They always don't look that good. Okay, so people, the point I'm making is the internet. You only see like fake pictures, like it's like they're doctored or they're like from a long time ago, and or they're like specifically made beauty shots, right? It makes people look better than they actually are. Okay, so people get people that they see, they're online a lot, right? So they see everybody looks so good, or everybody looks better than they actually do. So it creates this this fake thing, right? To where people in their mind, they want something they can't have, really. It's all about looks, right? And you know both sides are guilty of it, men and women, boys and girls. They want what they'll see all this online, right? And that's what they crave. They want that. They want the best the best they see out there, right? But the real reality is not all of everybody's like that. That's half of that is not really what most people look like in real life. So half of what they want is not what they see in person, right? So what ends up happening is most people end up being too picky because of what they see on the internet opposed to what they see in real life, right? So everybody's, we're trying to look their best. Well, a lot of people, because like a lot of people want better than what they are. Okay. I'm guilty of it too, man. Like, and that's why I'm trying to get in shape, because I want to look better myself so I can attract someone better. But it's still a problem that I can be in the best shape of my life and look the best I can, but the type of woman I want might be looking for someone still better looking than me, even if I'm in the shape of my life, because of what they see on the internet. The internet exposes people to so much what everybody else could look like that most people have too high of expectations, man, in the looks department, especially. And man, people are in the gym, and like it's kind of funny because they'll be staring at themselves in the mirror, looking at themselves up and down, like it's like they're in love with themselves, man. I don't do that. I don't even have to look in the mirror when I do weights. I do just as I just look to see if I'm lifting properly, or if I'm everything's balanced when I'm lifting. But I don't sit there and look myself up and down and just stare at myself when I'm not working out. I only look at myself in the mirror when I'm working out. If I don't have to, but I do, just so I make sure I'm lifting right. But I see people just staring at themselves, like it's almost like they're lusting over themselves. And it's almost like they think they're better looking than they actually are, right? And that's that fake thing that is happening with people. And a lot of people think they're better looking than they actually appear to be to other people. You know, like I see women that they think they're God's gift to man, and they're just kind of average looking to me, right? And they're like worshiping themselves. And then, you know, they think they're too good for most guys because they're so in love with themselves. And I'm sure it goes both ways. There's dudes in there, I see them staring at themselves. They think they're freaking God's gift to women, right? And they're just average looking dudes, And it's just this whole imagery thing that, you know, people these days, and it's because of the internet, I think, man. They're exposed to so much of the internet that it gives people a false reading in real life, You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, and that's the reason why a lot of people, I think, aren't hooking up these days, because they have a false expectation of everything, you know? I'm kind of guilty of a little bit myself. I can get dates, but it's just with the women I'm not attracted to, And it's like, it's the weirdest thing, man. Like, I can get dates. I know I can. And I've had women right there literally waiting for me to ask them, and I don't want nothing to do with them because they're not what I'm looking for, not what I want. Okay. I'm guilty of it too. But I don't sit there and worship myself in the mirror like that. But I'm working on myself because I want to feel good. I want to be healthy. I want what I want, and I'd rather be alone than be with someone I'm not attracted to. And I think that's what a lot is going on. That's what's going on these days. People would rather be alone than be with a person they're not into, really. And I think that's what's going on a lot these days. And internet has a lot to do with it. But I realize, the kind of woman I want, I'm going to have to be I'm going to have to be in amazing shape myself, because the kind of woman I want is going to be in really good shape or really, attractive. It's important to me, man. I've always been kind of that way, and I always will be. It's important to me that my woman is attractive for me, you know, and that's why I'm still single. And people that know me, mostly my coworkers know me more than anybody because they're the ones I'm around. They know how picky I am, you know, and a couple of them make fun of me because of that, and they tease me. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to get in good, awesome shape the best I can. And I'm not going to give up. And then if I can't have what I want, then I'll just be happy being by myself. It is what it is, and I'm pretty sure more than half the people out there are in the same boat, have the same attitude, which is, I don't blame them, but that is a problem these days. And I'm sure the internet has a lot to do with that, even with me, because I see the same thing everybody else is seeing. But man, I was just sitting there in the gym yesterday. I was watching, people. I was doing my shoulders. Man, they just really just stare at themselves like obsessively looking in the mirror, right? And I'm thinking, man, okay, that's what it is, man. That's what it is right there. People are obsessed with looks these days. They're obsessed with it. How they look, how other people look. They're critical of how other people look, and they're very critical of how they look themselves. And it's all about looks these days, really. It's all about looks, and it's all about money. Money, you got to have the money too. And that's another thing I need to work on, man. If I want to get what I want, is I got to have more money. It's all work, really. The whole deal. Unless you have luck on your side, or you have something that someone happens to notice about you that has nothing to do with looks or money, it happens too, but not not a majority of the time. Majority of the time, people want the money. They want the whole package, really. You know, shallow as it sounds. What happened to I like people for who they are, regardless, right? That went out the door a long time ago. Well, that person would hit the streets with you. They love you so much. That went out the door a long time ago. You know, just people are not the same as they used to be when I was younger. The internet has changed the way people interact with each other, perceive people. It's changed everything about people. I'm guilty of it myself. Yeah, I see people online. I'll say Facebook. They won't post a picture up of themselves without doctoring it somehow or running it through some kind of a beauty app to make themselves look better. It's like, man, I don't need to do that. I'll put a picture up of myself, but I won't put up just any picture. I'll make sure it's a decent one, but I don't need to be running it through no apps or doctoring it up or nothing. I don't go that far with it, but I know a lot of people do. And I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I don't know if I'll ever meet a girl because my age. I'll admit it, man. I don't like most of the time. I'm not attracted to most women my own age, man. I like them a little bit younger because they just to me are more attractive. And most of the women my age, they're not fit. They have kids. They've already had a family. They're divorced or blah blah blah. They just Most of the women my age are just not what I'm looking for. I like women like in their 30s to 40s, right in that range. 20s, they're good looking, but their personalities are not mature enough. They're just too weird at that. They're just too crazy in their 20s, They're just not mature enough. But, 30s, 40s is pretty good age range for me. But most of them girls in that age, they don't want a guy in their 50s unless you got the money and you're totally shredded. You're the whole package. And then even that, they're going for you for those they're not going for you as a person. They're going for you for those physical things and material things. They're not going for you for the right reasons, right? And so if you happen to have all those things and you happen to get a younger girl, and when she's with you, she's always looking for the next best thing because that's what she does. She's not with you for you. She's with you for the next best thing until that. She's with you for the material things until the next best thing comes along. Just like this guy I think he's a football coach. I can't remember his name, but he looks like freaking Patrick from freaking SpongeBob, right? He just looks like that weird kind of funny looking starfish dude, right? No neck, funny looking face. But he's got this model looking, like he's like in his 60s, right? And he's got this early 20-year-old fine looking model looking chick, and like it's so obvious she's with him because of the money, right? It's unreal, man. But of course she would rather have him with the money and good looks, because why wouldn't she, right? It's like a menu when you're online. It's like a menu, right? You got the expensive items, and then you got the not so expensive items, and then you got the flat out budget value menu, right? And the really high quality ones are not in the value menu, put it that way. But anyways, that's something that I was tripping out a little bit on yesterday. That is part of the reason I am trying to get in good shape and trying to be better looking. That's something I can do something about, and I am doing something about it, and it will help me get closer to finding what I want. But there's no guarantees in that, because it's not all up to me. It's up to whoever that girl might be. But at least, if I look good, I can expect whoever I might find to look good too, because I'm going to want someone that is into fitness and taking care of themselves, right? So at least I can notch that on off my belt. I'm still not there, but I'm getting there. It just takes a lot of consistent work, hard work, man, every day. I don't take a day off because I lift weights 5 days a week. I'm in the gym. And then the 2 days off I have, the other 2 days, I'm out there running, man, 8 miles. So I'm just getting after it. Hopefully it pays off. If not, I'm in the frame of mind where I'll accept if I'm single too. Either way, I'm good. I'm not going to get desperate and settle like I used to most of my life and end up with someone that I'm not happy with. And that's where I'm at with it, man. I've already been there. I've done that. And when you end up settling and you're not completely checking off all the boxes, then everybody ends up getting hurt. Everybody gets hurt in the long run. And I'm not down with that. I'd rather just stay single. Because when you see someone and then you talk to them, if you like them, right? If you really like them. And then most of the relationships I've had in the past, they had qualities I like, but then there's other qualities that I kind of I overlooked. I thought I could handle it, but yourself, what you like, and if you are settling. And I settled with most of my ex-girlfriends because I was inexperienced, and I got a little bit of urgency and ended up going for people I probably shouldn't have because they didn't check off the boxes. And I've had some nice girlfriends in the past, very good looking ones, but there's other things about them that the qualities they had, they weren't really what I was looking for. And you know what? I'm not perfect either, man. There was qualities about myself that probably they settled for too. So relationships are really difficult, man. Any way you dice it up, man. I can imagine being married. Wow, that's a big jump, man. I've never been married. I don't have kids, and maybe I never will. I don't know. But all I know is I'm I'm being picky, and that's for a reason. I don't want anybody getting hurt. I don't want myself to get hurt, and it's better to be picky, I think, than to settle. That's my opinion. I mean, looks are important, but they're not everything. Okay, having money is important. It's not everything, but these days it's more important than ever because everything's so expensive. Personality is very important to me. Personality is that's a game changer right there. I mean, you got to be able to have a person with a good personality and someone you definitely have to be able to trust, because that's all a relationship really is just being able to trust the person, really. So there's all these things, that boxes that need to be checked off, and it's hard, man, to find someone that could check off all them boxes these days, really. And you know we'll see. I'm never gonna give up, but I'm not gonna freaking go way out of my way to go out and intentionally try to meet women, because then that makes it even worse, because you start getting expectations. And if these expectations aren't met, you start getting down on yourself. You start getting bummed out. And I already know how that rolls. So I'm not doing that anymore like I used to. End up getting frustrated and pissed and angry at all this stuff that comes along with that when you're out there looking, you know. Done with the coffee. So, anyways, just kind of wanted to ramble a little bit about that. It does feel hopeless sometimes, but You know, as long as I'm working on myself, or whoever's out there is working on themselves, trying to be a good version of themselves, it might happen. So, you know, but if you're not working on yourself, you're not, I'm not working on myself. You're not working on yourself. Whoever's out there, you can't expect much, man. You can't expect to get much. But if you are trying to be a good version of yourself, you have a little bit more expectations, you have some hope, and maybe someone could see that, and maybe something will click, you know. So that's all I got for today. It's my Friday. Sorry, coffee burp. I'll be doing my vlog tomorrow. I don't know, I think it's like 22 weeks. I'll have to look at my computer. It's been so many weeks I can't remember. So anyways, y'all have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you later. I get it?